This is a video about the parts of circles and angle relationships as they pertain to parts of circles. First off, on this first problem, we've got tangent line. It says match the following vocab word to the most correct picture. A tangent line is a line that touches a circle at one point. So I can say number one is down here, or I can say C is up here. Chord. A chord is a segment that connects 2 points of a circle. So while B is a chord, it's also the diameter. So I'm going to save it for the next one. So 2, this is a chord. And again, B is a chord, but it's also the diameter. So this one is D. The diameter is a chord that connects 2 points in the circle, but goes through the center. And so the diameter is 3. And that would be here. This is B. And the secant line, a secant line is like a chord that just keeps going on both sides of the circle. And so secant line goes through the circle at 2 points as opposed to 1 point like the tangent line. And so the secant line is here, it's A. A is 4. 4 is A. And there you go. This next one. It says find the measure of the indicated angle. So one of the things that you need to know, there's a couple things you need to know, keep straight here, is that this central angle is 80 degrees because the arc that's subtended by that central angle is 80 degrees. They have the same, but that's not true for the inscribed angle. When the vertex is on the circle, it's half. And so in this case, this indicated angle here is half of that 80. It's 40 degrees. Just as a side note, if you forget what that relationship is, to remember kind of what I just said, here's the center of the circle. I like to draw a diameter and then an angle that's 90 degrees. So I know if this is 90 degrees, then this arc is 90 degrees. But if I connect this and make an inscribed angle, well, I can see that this is not 90 degrees. In fact, it would be half. Because this is 90 degrees, this then would be 45. This would be 45 from what we have learned in other units, because this radius and this radius are the same, so the angles opposite them are also the same. So this is 45 degrees. And then you can see that relationship, that this arc is 90 degrees, that this inscribed angle is half of that, 45. So it's 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, depending on what you have and what you want to know. All right, let's go to this next one here. On this one, we're going to use a couple ideas. One is that this angle plus this angle plus this angle, being angles of a triangle, have to add to 180 degrees. So if I take 49, I'm going to call this x. So 49 plus 70 plus x equals 180. X 180 plus 49 plus 70. 49 plus 70 would be 119. So 119 plus x, if I subtract 119 from both sides, oops, 180 subtract 119 is 61. And again, the relationship between this and the arc that's made by this inscribed angle is 2 to 1. So if this is 61, then this one over here has to be 122 degrees, or 61 times 2. All right, On this one, this is about arc measures and intercepting segments, and how if you multiply the segments formed by intersecting chords, those products will be equal on both of the chords. So in this scenario, I'm going to have 2x times 55, and that would be equal to 22 times x plus 8. And then if I multiply these out, 2 times 55, 55x, that'd be 110x is equal to 22 times x, 22x, and 22 times 8, and 22 times 8, 176. So this is plus 176, just using the distributive property. And then if I subtract 22x from both sides so I can get my x's together, 110 minus 22, 110 minus 22 equals 88. So if I've got 88x is equal to 176, divide by 88, divide by 88, x equals 176 divided by 88 is 2. So x equals 2. Here, x equals 2. And in this scenario, here, this is about the angles. So the angle measurement for intersecting lines is equal to the average of the two arcs that are subtended by those intersecting lines. So if I take 85 plus 230 and I divide by 2, that's the average, it'll give me the angle measure of the other one, which will be x plus 12. Now I can go through this in a number of different ways. 85 plus 230, let's do that. So if I take 85 plus 230, that gives me 315. 315 divided by 2 equals x plus 12. Since 315 is odd, I'm gonna multiply by 2, both sides. And that's gonna get rid of that too. 315 then is going to be equal to 2 times x plus 24. And then if I take 315 and divide by subtract 24. 315, I subtract 24. That gives me 291 is equal to 2x. And then divide by 2. X then is equal to 145.5. 145.5. And that's that answer. As it noted here, it says you will only have one of these on the actual test. So we got to be prepared for either of these. They're two different properties of chords, that this times this is going to equal to this times that. And in this case, if you average the two arcs, their arc measure, if you average them, they will be equal to that angle in between them. All right. So let's see here. Let's move. Actually, I guess that's it for this section. See me in the next video. Keep working hard. You got this.